Hey guys, it's Megan. Welcome back to my home library. We're not at school today because it's still summer. Yay! I say still, I mean it's like early June, so it's barely summer. So I'm going to count summer as June, July, and half of August, and I'm going to show you some books I want to read this summer. So we're going to do a couple different things today. One, I'm going to show you a bag of books that I brought home from school. I meant to grab like literally 1 or 2 books before the end of the school year. Like it was the last day the teachers had to work, and I was like, you know what? I'll just grab a couple of books off the shelves I want to take home. I wound up grabbing like 15 books. Yeah, not like I don't already have enough to read, but now I've got more. I'm not going to show you 5 of them though. 5 of them are, I hate the word secret TBR, but that's kind of what it is. I'm doing a video like in the next week that involves these 5 little short books. So I'm not going to show you those because you're going to be seeing those in like a week anyway. But I'm going to show you some other books I grabbed. Then we're going to look around here, this mess in the library down here, slash office, slash extra bedroom. This room functions as a lot of things, slash baby nap area sometimes, slash storage room, whatever. Anyway, I'm going to pick out some books from down here. Then we're going to go upstairs onto the bookshelf up there in that extra bedroom and see if there's any books up there. Yes, I'm going to do a bookshelf organization tour very soon as well. So these are just in no particular order, just in my awesome little book bag I've got. So The Bone Houses by Emily Lloyd Jones. I'm not going to tell you the plot of all these books or it would take forever, but I know that this is fantasy, but also sort of about zombies. Like Bone Houses in this are zombies, but it's also, it says it's a classic horror novel and original fairy tale, and it's set in like Ireland or Scotland or something, and it sounds just like an adventure. Yeah, there's like grave diggers in this like remote village. I can't remember. It doesn't say if it's Ireland or Scotland, but I swear it's one of the two. They're going to go, these 2 kids are going to go on a journey deep in the heart of the mountains where they'll face a curse and I don't know, zombies, but it says it's more like a fairy tale the way it's written, and it's standalone. Also the pages, like the font takes up a lot of space. Like there's a lot of space between the words, and there's a lot of space here, a lot of white space. So I'm thinking that it really won't take as long as it even looks. But of course, all these, by the way, are young adult. Okay, next, let's see what else is in our bag. We have, A Deadly Education by Naomi Novik. I hear so much about her that I think I got 2 of her books. I also grabbed Uprooted. So this one is a series and this one is a standalone. People are very mixed about Uprooted. It's some sort of like classic fairy tale type situation going on. I believe there's like a forest that's frightening, like an evil, a forest with malevolent power, and there's a village that lies alongside of it. Every 10 years, one woman must be handed over to serve him without question, who's this thing, a wizard known as the dragon that keeps the dark woods forces at bay. I don't know. I hear very mixed things about it, but I definitely want to read it because that sounds awesome. And then Deadly Education, I know it's about a magical school that tries to kill you. It's like Hogwarts, but like more intense, I guess. And we have the second one in the library now too, so I'm definitely going to at least give them a try. Next we have, a romance. Oh my gosh. Last Chance Books. I only got this because it sounded like The Book Lovers by Emily Henry, which is actually what I'm currently reading right now. Long story about that one. There'll be a video about it soon because that's not a book I would ever read. But this actually sounds like a better premise because I believe it's like 2 rival bookstore owners. Yeah, one's like a, musty old generations, owned bookstore, and one's a chain bookstore that moves in across the block. So it's going to be like, enemies to lovers thing or whatever. All's fair in love and book war. Honestly, I'm not loving Book Lovers as much as I thought I would. Not that I even thought I would like it, but it's not as good as I thought it would be, and it's not what I thought it was about. But this one actually sounds pretty good. So even though it's young adult, I'll probably try this one. Oh, next is another just realistic fiction that I would never normally read. I don't know why I'm picking up these fun. Maybe because they seem summery. Maybe I got tired of epic fantasy. I don't know. But Take Me Home Tonight by Morgan Matson. Oh my gosh, the back cover is just a dog. That's it. Nothing about it, just a dog. That's pretty great. This one was pretty popular there for a while. 2 girls, 1 night, 0 phones. Like they're in New York City for the evening with no phones, and I don't know if their phones die or what, or their phones are destroyed or something. There's gonna be dogs in it too, but they're in for a wild night. They have to make it to Grand Central Station before the clock strikes midnight. That just sounds like a fun little romp that would be good and summery. Next is V.E. Schwab, or This Savage Song, and I have the sequel, which is Our Dark Duet. There's only 2 of them in the series. I've never read a V.E. Schwab that is young adult. I've only ever read, of course, like some of her adult ones, but I know that this one's about music. It's like a city that, I don't know, runs on music, or monsters that have something to do with music. I don't know. All I know is it's music and it's fantasy. So I think I might try this one. I think it goes back and forth between 2 different characters' points of view, and one's maybe bad and one's maybe good. Oh, the next one, will I even read this? I don't know. I brought it home, Dark of the West. It's like a World War I inspired fantasy novel. It's not set in the real world, but it's like based on events of the real world, like Russia or something. I don't know. Anyway, Elle from Elliot Brooks talks about this book all the time. I don't really like the same kinds of books that she likes, honestly, and this thing's like 450 pages, and it's got quite a few words per page, so this one would actually take a little while. A pilot raised in a revolution. Yeah, it's actually got like technology and stuff, which is interesting for a fantasy novel, but there's like pilots, a princess raised in a palace, and a world on the brink of war. So yeah, if you want, I guess, a World War II inspired, oh, I believe it's even a series. I don't know how many there are going to be, but people are saying they are awaiting the sequel, and I believe there might be 3. I don't know. Maybe there's more. Is this even new? I know in our library it's labeled new, but like, is it 2018? So don't know if I'm going to read this one. There's 2 more in here, and that is The Bear and the Nightingale by Catherine Arden, the Winter Night trilogy. I know this is the first book. It's this very nice hardbound edition from Permabound. It's like this company makes their own like bound books. So they take the actual book and then take it apart and put their own like binding on it, which is cool. So it's like just a, you know, like everything's printed on the actual hardcover. So that's kind of neat. Naomi Novik has blurbed it, but all I hear is how good this book is. But it's definitely fantasy, Russian-inspired setting, very cold sounding. Don't know if this would be maybe better for like the winter time, maybe Christmas break. But I brought it home because everybody talks about it and it's not actually that long. The final book in this bag before we go and hunt down some other books from home that I want to read, I grabbed this book from our new shelf as well called The Devil Makes Three. I believe it was Holly from Holly Hearts Books and someone else. There were 2 different booktubers that talked about this book. I'm not really into horror, but if it's young adult, I'm sure it's not going to be that scary. So I know it's horror. It says there is a book in a crypt, a book forgotten by time and religion and history itself, a book that they should never have opened. Well, that sounds perfect. Supernatural horror and contemporary gothic is basically what it is. That sounds amazing. I mean, if it's about a magical library, a brooding British boy, a haunted heroine. It's a darkly compelling thriller debut. Okay, so yeah, this, I don't even know anymore what it's about, but honestly, I've realized lately I don't like knowing anymore. Like, I don't want to read exactly what it's about. If you tell me it's about haunted libraries and books in a crypt and books that shouldn't be opened, it sounds like The Mummy or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm definitely going to read this one. So there's also 2 ebooks that I want to read. I have my little tablet I've been reading on. I very much enjoyed reading on this. I've been reading Book Lovers on it. I think this will be the 3rd book I've read on here in like the last like month. But anyway, I am going to read 2 books on here. I'm going to read Gallant by V.E. Schwab. Well, as either an ebook or an audiobook, because I love V.E. Schwab and I hear really good things about it. And it's some sort of paranormal thing, mystery, maybe thriller, I don't know, but it's young adult and it's V.E. Schwab, so I'm gonna try it. And then I'm also going to read Dial A for Aunties, and I can't remember who it's by, but it just sounds like a fun, cozy mystery. I would never pick this up except I saw it. Layla, what's her name? Layla? Yeah, Kayla, there we go. Kayla from Books and Lala, she loves this book. Or not loved it, but I think she did give it 5 stars. But she did a cozy mystery vlog and hyped this book up and talked about it. And it actually sounds really fun because each of the ants has like a different personality. There's like 4 or 5 ants or something in this book, and they all have like a fun personality. So I think that part sounds pretty cool. And I'm apparently in the mood for cozy mystery because I've read a couple thrillers lately that you'll see soon in my wrap up and in a vlog I'm doing, and they're like more intense thrillers. They're definitely not cozy. So this is more like a cozy mystery kind of thing. So I'm gonna try it, see how it goes. I'm sure I'll pick up some other ebooks and audiobooks along the way, but for now, let's go around and see if we can find anything on my own like physical TBR that we could read this summer. So please ignore the mess over here. There's still books pulled out from when I filmed my what was it called? You know, scavenger hunt. There we go. Am I going to read more of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy this summer? You know what? Maybe. Let's add that to the TBR. And I don't think I'm going to get to some of these. I just don't see myself. Some of these I've already read. Oh, sorry, this is such a hot mess. I don't think I'm going to read Hyperion. Let's not tackle anything big. Ooh, let's tackle Atomic Habits. Let's read this one. Okay, you know what? I need a stack. Let's start a stack. Okay, here's the stack. It's in the floor. We're going to read Atomic Habits. We're going to maybe reread Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or at least skim the first one. And then this is like all 5 novels in one. So maybe we might try like the second one. Maybe we'll just try one more and see if it's any good. I don't think I'm going to read... Oh, there's my drink book. I wondered where that went to. Ooh, Keeper of the Lost Cities. I loved Nevermore. Maybe I'll start that too. Okay, so that's a possibility. These are almost all possibilities at this point. I don't think I'm going to be picking this one up anytime soon. Night Film. Don't think I'm going to be picking up that one anytime soon because it's more of a thriller, I would say. Okay, let's look on the shelves. We've got Game of Thrones. My husband's reading the Silmarillion, or he's about to start it anyway. I may be reading the 2 latest Jim Butcher, Dresden Files books again soon. Because my husband's going to be reading them. He finally got to he finally got caught up to there. So I'm going to reread them with him since I've only read them like once. I don't see anything down here. I mean, I've read some of these, but not all of them. There's my Disney Parks cookbook. I have been looking for this for a while. I'm just going to put it off to the side. Okay, and then it's like French stuff. All right, let's go. Classics. Definitely not. There's a few random books down here that aren't classics. Oh, The Bone Season. No, I don't think so. No, that's a sequel. The first one's upstairs. Dune, I don't think so. Ship of Magic, I don't think so. I need a break. Myst. We played Myst and I had a lot of fun with it. This is like a thriller. Anything on the bottom? Ship of Theseus. I don't even know what all's down here. No. Okay, so anything last minute stuff up here? Oh, just H.P. Lovecraft and Lady Rogue. Nope. Okay, let's go upstairs. Okay, welcome to the chaos that is this little bookshelf in this extra bedroom. Let's see. I am going to organize all of these, which is going to be really fun because I'll put like all the middle grade together. I don't think I'm going to read middle grade. I don't think I'm going to read any of these. Black Prism. It's bigger than I expected. I'm not going to read that. No, definitely not. Long story about why I even bought that. Oh yes, this for sure. For sure. 100%. That is getting added right away to the TBR. The Hod King by Josiah Bancroft, because that is book 3 of the Books of Babel. I loved it. Don't know if I'll get to book 4, but 100% gonna read book 3. Loved it so much. I really should just read this and be done. Okay, fine. Let's read this so we can be done with this series. The Wicked Saints, something dark and holy series or whatever. Rebecca. No. Should we put the Starless Sea on the TBR? Don't know. I'm already reading a book about books. And I think this one has to do with characters in a book or something. The Blade itself, I started last summer and didn't get very far. But I do need an epic fantasy. And you know what it's not going to be? It's not going to be Malazan. I'm not starting that yet. I'm scared. I'm not ready to commit. I've already read Vengeful. I DNF'd this one. Okay, already read Rune of Kings. Already read Pure Nessie. So, I mean, I really should try The Blade itself again. I mean, I started it last summer and that's how far I got. And I was enjoying it and I own the second one. So, okay, let's add this to the TBR too. Okay, so here's what we've got. This looks like a lot, but really I have like 2.5 months or at least over 2 months to read this. And I've already read, 5 books in 10 days since I've been off. So I'm doing pretty good. I think I'll be able to make it. I also added Empire of the Vampire by J. Kristoff again because I DNF'd it because it's ridiculous and stupid and it's like a hot topic. But I thought I'd read it to be funny and vlog it just as like a humorous thing. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Did I count that right? Yeah, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we'll do maybe a summer wrap up and see how we did. Maybe I'll switch some of these out. You just never know. Also, don't forget, I've got 5 books that I said I'm reading for another video that are pretty short. So they won't take me very long to read, probably just a few days to read all of them because they're like 200 pages or less, almost like little novellas. So anyway, those are the books I'm going to read this summer. Yeah, and I'm about to hit 500 subscribers, which is crazy. And I'm so excited because I'm going to do a special little video for that. And the community tab unlocks at 500 subscribers. Yes, which means I can put some polls on there and ask you guys for what kind of content you want to see. Because I know everybody wants more library content and I enjoy making it. But also I love making my TBRs and my wrap ups and all that too in my vlog. So I'm going to keep doing those regardless, but maybe I need more library stuff. So anyway, I will talk to you guys again soon. Bye.